Hello everyone, this is Yvette from the Kat Scrappiness design team. Today I'm going to put together a wonderful Thanksgiving card using some amazing Kat Scrappiness products. I am using the Gobble Gobble 4x6 stamp set, and I've decided this is the little turkey I'm going to be using, and I'll also use the coordinating dies. I'm pulling in some of the paper from this Lumber Yard 6x6 double-sided pattern paper. Just look at all these wonderful wood grain patterns. Oh, so hard to choose just one. I have also decided to use the nesting Deco frame dies, and I'm using the second to largest. And for my sentiment, I'm using this wonderful large Give Thanks word die with shadow. Now, to save a little bit of time, I've gone ahead and cut out the different elements for my card. I cut out the shadow in some black cardstock, and the sentiment I cut out of this panel I had in my stash. I was playing with some watercolors, and I loved this panel because these are just the perfect fall colors. So I cut out my sentiment. Now, waste not, want not, I will be using the rest of this panel behind the beautiful wood grain paper. And again, waste not, want not, I'll be using the black paper behind the watercolor panel. Now, as you may have seen in my previous video, I had stamped out several of the little turkey images from the Gobble Gobble stamp set, but I had a couple of extra. So I'm going to go ahead and color in this little turkey with a pilgrim hat. And because my card has some black in it, I thought, why don't I color this turkey in some shades of gray instead of the typical brown? Now, I'm not doing real fancy coloring here, mostly 1 or 2 shades, sometimes 3, like on the body of the turkey. But I'm really liking the way that this gray turkey is turning out. I'm going to go ahead and bring in some of my other colors. So I'm coloring the beak in kind of a darker yellow and his little wattle in a maroonish color. As for his feathers, I'm alternating colors with some yellow, some of the maroon, and some orange. And then for his bow, I started with a lighter brown, but I didn't quite like the shade of that, so I went in with a darker brown. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my Sizzix Sidekick to cut out this little image with a coordinating die. And then, using my white gel pen, I'm going to add a few details. Now look at my little turkey. Isn't he just adorable? Now that I have my image all colored and ready to go, it's time to put our card together. So, using my Barely Arts Precision Craft Glue, I'm going ahead and adding the black mat to my card base, and then layering the watercolor panel on top of that. Then I've decided to use some ICraft foam tape to pop up the wood grain panel. I just love this foam tape because it's not too thick. It gives just the right amount of lift to my panel. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of craft glue to that to give me some wiggle room. Now it's time to attach the word die to the shadow. And for that, I do use my reverse tweezers because it helps me to hold on to this delicate word die while I add some craft glue. Now I'm trying to figure out where to place my large give thanks so that I can add the turkey without it blocking off too much of the sentiment. And I decided to add the turkey with some crafty glue, but I didn't like that. So I grabbed just a little piece of foam tape and reattached him to the card. I brought in some autumn pumpkin sprinkles as well as some shimmering fallen leaves, and I put them inside some of the triangle embellishment trays from Kat Scrappiness. Then I'm kind of testing out the little pumpkins to see if I like those. Then testing some of the shimmering fallen leaves as well, just to see which one I like better. And hands down, it was the leaves for me. It gave the perfect amount of shimmer and coordinated with the colors I used on this card. So I went ahead and put my autumn pumpkin sprinkles to the side for a future project. And I'm going to go ahead and add a variety of these beautiful shimmering fallen leaves to my card. And again, I'm using my Barely Arts Precision Craft Glue as well as my reverse tweezers to help me place my shimmering leaves where I want them. Aren't they just beautiful? They add the perfect amount of shimmer. And here is our completed card using wonderful products from Kat Scrappiness. If you haven't done it already, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button on the Kat Scrappiness channel. Also, be sure to check the description box below for links to the products I used. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.